Hi, I'm Joanna.mov. I am 39 years old and I'm presently on sick leave, and I have lost over 20 pounds and over 33 inches as of last check that I remember. The Total Makeover Challenge has changed my life. I'm excited to tell you that in the past 3.5 months, I've been transformed inside and out. About 6 months ago, I had a surgery for a growth, what we thought was a growth on my left lung. My 1.5 hour surgery turned into a 5-hour surgery, and I lost 65% of my lung. 2 weeks later, I was informed that it was, in fact, lung cancer. Losing that much of a lung, especially as I've never smoked, was difficult for me to comprehend. But what was more difficult was hearing that I had cancer in my 30s. I was in the hospital for about 10 days and on bed rest for 2 months, and my recovery was long and difficult. I was happy to be alive, but I felt half dead. My husband and 3 girls were grateful to have me at home, but it was hard for them to see me so unwell. A reflection of my family's worry was exemplified in my youngest daughter, Evangeline. While I was in the hospital, she became very quiet. Every lunch hour at school, she would run over to the preschool fence to see her favorite teacher, Mrs. Jansen, and she'd put her hand through the fence and not say a word. And Mrs. Jansen would quietly hold her hand until the lunch bell rang, and she would run off again back to school. And one day, Mrs. Jansen knew something had changed because Evangeline came running over to her and said, "Hi, Mrs. Jansen." And Mrs. Jansen said, "Hi, Evangeline. How's your mummy?" And Evangeline said, "Good. She's home now." But even though I was home, I could do very little for my family. I would wake up at 7 a.m. and get the kids dressed and out the door, and then I'd go back to bed and sleep until they came home. I couldn't cook, I couldn't clean, and even cuddling was difficult due to the 9-inch incision that I had from my ribs to my shoulder blade. I couldn't pick anything up, and I couldn't walk for very far. But in January, I got a call from Go Fusion Gym saying that I'd been selected for the Total Makeover Challenge. I knew I needed to do this, but it took everything in me to get to the meetings and to get to the gym and to sit through them because I was constantly fatigued and constantly in pain. At Go Fusion, they taught me how to exercise, how to follow my heart rate, how to eat well, and how Herbalife can help speed my recovery. Slowly, I got stronger and healthier. I entered the contest to lose 30 pounds, but my real goal was to be healthy again. I will always have less lung, asthma, and COPD, but I'm learning to be healthier and stronger than I have ever been. A few weeks ago, my family and I were watching a parade when my youngest daughter, Evangeline, she couldn't see and she wanted up. So I scooped her up in my arms and I held her, and suddenly it hit me. I picked her up for the first time in 6 months, and it didn't hurt, and it was okay. Tears streamed down my cheeks of how grateful I was to have this opportunity to heal, to lose weight, to feel younger than I have in years, and to learn to live a healthier lifestyle so I can be around for my children and my husband for years to come. So thank you, Go Fusion, for picking me.